of Sketchfab because it can be a really powerful tool, and I'm just showing you random models that I happen to like and save for some reason. Start with this like super basic rock. So if you see down in the corner, there's some settings you can choose from. If you click on this little like stacky thing, the model inspector, you can see it'll bring up all of this stuff, and you can inspect the wireframe for any model, the UV checker texture. You can display it as just a silver, sort of silver material, that's just the geometry, said silver material, but also with normal maps included. And then you can go over here and click on like all and see all of the different maps that they have for everything, so you can see exactly how, you know, if you want to see, oh, how did they make this glowing texture? They put a bunch of emission on it. This is just a nice model, like it's super pretty. But yeah, and then you can see with no post-processing, and you can see they added some ambient occlusion and such around. But you can do that with pretty much anything, like this. I was like, whoa, how did they get this crazy wispy texture? And all they did is just use cards. Lots and lots of cards. And you can see that they also, if you scroll in pretty close, they actually, it looks like they extruded their model about 4 times, so wherever you see just a face, that's like 4 layers thick, and then they used that to create extra sort of floating brush marks on top of the rest of it. You can sort of see how there's like that little outline there. But it's just like a crazy powerful tool to figure out how to make some of these effects, like if you're doing, you know, game stuff. And I don't, like, I've learned so much from just looking at different Sketchfab models. Here's another one from the same guy. This is like a really, really, really nice foot study. Like, his hand-painted textures are phenomenal. And you can see there's like little bits of purple in there, which speaks to my love of believing you should always throw in like weird colors in your skin textures. But there were a few... Which ones were they? Yo, this cloud madness, which always takes a while to render, but I was like, how do they make these super awesome puffy clouds? And I feel like this would crash probably a lot of game engines, but if I recall, it's literally just cards. It's cards over blobs of geometry. And it's, I just don't even, this seems like the most annoying thing to possibly make. You can see here, this cloud is just a blob with just a crap ton of a lot of cards everywhere. But it's cool. I mean, this is why I like Sketchfab. Like I said, I learned a lot of stuff just from looking at how people have made things, and it's inspired me to do my own projects and try out my own sort of weird things. Here's another one that I just thought was really neat, which, if I recall correctly, I think was actually like pretty simple. You can see they modeled the bubbles in to the water. Those are just floating around there. See where they have the normal maps. Which one did they do? But yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, okay. So yeah, so see for the opacity, that's how they got that gradient in the top. I, for some reason, thought that they did a fraction or something in it. But, yeah, I mean, and you can see it's just like a really pretty simple way to make a really nice looking model. And even like the top of the water, you can see here and be like, it's not terribly high poly. It actually looks like they just started with a plane and then crushed it down with some spheres or something. I'm not entirely sure what they did for that, but I mean, just being able to access all of this information about the models is just such a crazy thing to me, that they allow you to do. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't checked out Sketchfab already, check it out. There's some really, really, really fantastic artists on here. And you will learn a lot from creeping on their stuff. So yeah, that's my thing for today.